Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants. Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg. G. Yeah, I kind of foobarred that a little bit. I didn't do the whole, run through. Shout out to Dress Comfy, 3 a.m. water, hydration for the go-getters. Also to, what do you call it? Georgia's Trophy. Running a little late this morning, guys. Running a little late this morning. And I know what y'all thinking. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's Sneaky G. He's on CPT time. No, I'm not. I'm not. The funny thing is, and if you don't know what CPT time, chat, let me know. Let me know, and I'll explain it to you. It's a live show, and I try and do things. I try and jump on like 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes an hour early to get prepared. But it never fails. There's always something that goes on behind the scenes, and for some reason, I like it when that happens. Because that's when the hustle and the bustle goes into play. Now, anyway, let's talk about some football. Let's talk about some New York football Giants. Okay, well, what did this weekend prove? This weekend proved that we can't even beat the backups to the Philadelphia Eagles. Jesus. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, did I want us to win? I mean, you play to win the game. You do. Okay. And you know what? And I got to touch base on that too. Anyway, we couldn't even beat the backups. Our starters from the New York. Now, granted, we have a lot of injuries. Couldn't really do much offensively. Neighbors got another catch. Neighbors broke the record. I'm happy for those things. Okay. And as a result of our mishaps on Sunday, we were awarded, at minimum, the third pick in the draft. At minimum. Now, what does that mean? There's a good possibility that if we don't get our quarterback, we're going to get, Travis Hunter. One of the either Cam Ward, Shador, or Travis Hunter. With those picks, with those three prospects, I'm not too upset. I'm okay with that. But what does that mean? That means mainly Joe Shane and his staff better be prepared when it comes to this year's draft. Because it's easy to pick the number one draft pick. It's easy to pick basically your first rounders. Okay, it's simple. It's easy. It's simple. I'm telling you this, and I've never been in the draft room. I've never been in a situation where I was a part of a draft. I gave my input on a player. No, but I'm telling you right now, the scout teams of any NFL team, they don't make their money in the first or second round. They make their money in the third, fourth, fifth. They really make their money in the sixth and the seventh round. Now, one thing I want to put out there, that it doesn't matter when you get drafted. I mean, it does monetarily, right? And it does contractually. But as an individual, getting into the NFL, it doesn't matter what round or what, basically what rounds you get in, okay? Because you're going to make your money on the field. You get that opportunity, you get those reps, you got to make the most of it. Now, and I say that because the fact that Brady was a 6th rounder, 199th overall. Not only that, there were 6 other quarterbacks selected over Tom Brady. But yet he, being the 199th pick overall, is named one of the greatest quarterbacks of all times. And the reason why I bring that up is any one of these guys, any one of these quarterbacks that's going to be selected, obviously can potentially be that guy. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be like Tom Brady, but I'm saying he's going to be that guy. There's always a possibility. And today, moving on, it's called Black Monday or Black Tuesday. Yesterday was Black Monday. Yesterday was Black Monday. I'm all over today. I'm all over the place right now. And a lot of coaches got let go. A lot of GMs got let go, except for the New York Football Giants. And I'm okay with that. Julian is on TikTok. He's asking. I'm assuming that's a he. Do you think Dable would be fired? I don't think so. Nope. He's already got the vote of confidence with the ownership. And there was a lot of speculation swirling around the team saying that Shane is safe, Dable is not. I found that hard to believe. I really do. Now, I'm not saying they come as a package deal, no. But I highly doubted, and I highly doubt that they were going to be both fired. Now, one thing that I do appreciate from John Mara and Steve Tisch is the fact that they hold themselves accountable for their actions. Okay. Now, granted, Tisch was speaking for, John Mara was speaking for Tisch. And I love the fact that they're being patient with both guys. Now, I say that, but to be fair, I wouldn't be shocked if they're on a short leash. Now, the fact that the rumors, right? The rumors. TP, I see you, man. Hold on, let me pull up your quote here. You said Mara has already released a statement saying yes, that both Dable and Shane are staying. Yes, and I don't know if you posted that. I know I did. Hold on a second. What is up with this? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to post the link out, and it doesn't show it's going to all my my peoples. Oh, that sucks. Sorry. I don't know why that hold on a second. Let me see something. Oh, for some reason. Oh man, this sucks. So if you guys aren't getting the link, for some reason it's not posting on the Facebook. Can't post comments. Oh. On the Facebook or I'm gonna have to look at that. That's not good. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. The only reason why I say that there was speculation is because if Shane can only speak for himself, and I felt as though Shane believed that he was safe, and even though he believed that Dable was safe, that decision was going to be made up to the ownership. I mean, and again, I'm just speculating. One thing I can appreciate what John Mara said, and was the same thing I said last week on the show, was that I wouldn't want a coach to tank. And John Mara came out and said, we will never tank as long as I'm on this side of the sidelines. And if had we tanked, everybody would have been fired. You know what? I tip my hat to him for saying that. At the same time, he did state that his patience is running thin. And I am aware next year, and we'll probably dive more about it in later on when we get closer to the new season or when the schedule comes out. Next season, and it was discussed on the show, next season's going to be brutal. So the main thing here is to see how we compete next year. I'm glad Shane and Dable is getting another shot, and that they're fulfilling their contract, and the financial aspect of their contract was not did not hinder the ownership's decision, and which I actually thought that I mean, to be honest, I didn't even think of that aspect of it, that if they were to be let go, that they would, be paid, or some kind of compensation would be paid out to the coach or GM. Daryl, you there? You ready?
Yo, what's going on, Sneaky? What's going on, brother?
No, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing this evening?
You know what? I can't complain. I cannot complain. It was it's been I tell you what, it's been a busy, I'll say 24, 48 hours, maybe even 72. But I got my feet back on the ground, so we good to go. What about you, man?
Everything's good. Everything is good. Can't complain. Just started off the new work week,
Yeah. Today was a long day.
Real long day. Yeah, I'm real tired today. First day back. Yeah, I'm tired. It's usually like that on my first day where I'm real tired. But anyway, yeah. After the press conference with John Moore and him saying that he's going to be retaining Joe Shane and Brian Dable. I've expressed that, about it a lot. I've said something about it before. How I don't care that he's going to be retaining them because I don't mind that we're going to continuously be building. But when it comes to the quarterback situation, I do not want us. I really don't want us to, go out and go get a veteran per se through free agency. Because to be honest with you, I would like to see them around for the next, 15 years. So what I want them to do is, all they got to do is make the playoffs next year, and their job is safe. And I believe they're going to continue to be safe after that, after next year, if we do be able to compete and get into the playoffs. So I just want us to get the right player at number 3. I'm sure we will.
Did you happen to hear the speech from John Mara?
Yeah, I did.
Now, how does that make you feel? Right, because I know we talked about it briefly last week that he was very adamant about not tanking at all, and that will never be the case as long as he is the president of the New York Football Giants. I mean, to me, when I heard that, I mean, it kind of already.
That was hogwash, Sneaky. You know as well as I do, because he's not a dumb man. He could see the product on the field and what they were doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, he admit that, but I'm saying but he did say that we will never tank, and if it was a speculation of it, the fact that he would have fired everybody if that's the implication that he would have got.
So you mean to tell me everybody's seen it but him?
But see, I can't honestly sit here and say they were tanking. I can't. Now, were we winning? No, we weren't. But we were still competing. I mean, there's 6 games where it was touchdown or less. And then there was a couple games where we were competitive. The Pittsburgh Steelers game, the Cincy game. So I mean, you're looking at 8 games. Okay, if we had those 8 games, now I know we're playing the if game, right? We would be 11-6. But because we couldn't finish those games, that's why we're 3-14, which is a record loss this year for us. So, I mean, and the reason why I bring that up is because they were competing. They were still playing for coach.
Right.
Let me add Jalen, what's up?
What up, Sneaky? What up, Daryl?
What's up?
What's up, Sneaky?
What's going on, Seth? How you doing? Any luck today?
No.
Okay. All right. He still hasn't got his coin for some reason, guys. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've been checking and shit. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I see.
I had no issues with mine, man.
I see TP getting comfortable, getting relaxed.
What's up, Jalen? What's up, Jalen?
What's up, TP?
What up, TP?
What's up, guys? Man? How's it going?
Good, man. Good.
TP, what's going on, man?
Daryl, what's going on, man?
You
So-
know what it is, TP. It's just
Hey,
another day.
Daryl, ain't no way we gonna let Sneaky just slide with what he just said.
No. Because
Hey, I saw-
listen, TP, there is no way in hell that man didn't know. If we
Come
knew
on.
that the Giants would take it, he did too.
Come
That was
on, man.
hogwash. That man's gonna sit there and say, "If I knew anybody, if I knew that we were taking, I'd fire everybody." Oh, you full of shit, John Marr.
Exactly.
Okay. All we honestly can do is take the man for his word. That's all we can do. Now, I mean, what?
Sneaky full of shit.
That's all I can say.
Hey, so if John Mayer say Santa Claus is real, then I guess we just gonna look in the sky and just see
Yeah.
some rain.
Yeah.
Some rain.
Not me.
I mean, we might have to look in the sky. Maybe he is. No. But seriously, though, look, to me, I haven't seen evidence. Now, this is my opinion, and I'm being very open-minded. I'm being very cognizant of the team that I saw the product on the field, and I can't truthfully say that they were tanking.
Oh my God.
Sneaky.
What?
Bro, come on. Okay, let me ask you something. Are you actually being serious right now when you say that you?
I'm being dead serious. Hold on.
Bro,
Okay, look. Now, hold on. Now, did we have, or did we find every way to lose this season? Yes. Did we lose for?
Jalen, don't let him off the hook, Jalen. Just give it to him.
I'm just saying. I mean, what? I mean, are we saying that Neighbors purposely dropped every ball? Are we saying that Jones purposely threw picks to cost us the Pittsburgh game? Are we saying that Gano purposely pulled his hammy for us to lose?
Come on, Sneaky. That's
Bro,
too many.
that's
That's
not what we're talking about. We're talking about like the final stretch of the season when we couldn't buy a win. Like we were getting blown out left and right. Tampa blew us out. Baltimore blew us out. Both home games, might I add. And on top of and also we got blown out by Philly the first time.
Don't forget Philly now. Now the difference between those three teams is the fact that those are playoff teams. And we proved yesterday that we couldn't even beat the backups to Philly yesterday.
Or
yes, we could. Yes, we could.
Have beaten them.
That was a damn flop job yesterday. Come on.
I mean, shoot.
There's no way you could go from the coast to the Eagles back to the Eagles third string and tell me you don't look like a competent football team.
Facts against the Colts starters, who the past couple of years have
Listen,
better
the
defense.
Giants look like the 2000 the year that the boat trip when they went to Green Bay. That's the team that I saw out there versus the Colts.
No.
That was a playoff team. Now that's a playoff team. Okay,
exactly my point.
Wait. I'm gonna need you guys to explain to me, okay, your evidence and the fact how we flop and what games did we flop?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, we don't have enough time on this live to go through the evidence.
You know what? I mean,
7 hours.
I'll tell you what, it is. It's there's only not even 30 minutes into the show. We still got an hour and a half. Just give me something. Give me something to chew on.
Okay.
Because I mean, call me naive. All right, call me naive. Right? And how dare you say there's no Santa Claus? How dare you?
There ain't. There is no Santa Claus, son.
But again, call me naive, right? I mean, I need some. Give me some evidence. Give me some evidence because
I got some evidence.
Saying, to me, it looks like we were competitive in that the Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. We were competitive against Pittsburgh. We were competitive against Washington, although we did lose by 3. But go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give me.
I just would like a true or false to these couple of questions, and then
And
maybe
I will be 100% honest.
okay.
I won't be biased or anything. Go ahead.
Thank you. True or false?
All right.
Did Coach Dable say to the public that Daniel Jones gives us the best chance to win?
True.
True.
True or false? Right after that, did we let go of Daniel Jones?
True.
Okay. False. False. Okay. Now, okay. Am I allowed to talk right now? Or do you want to
go? Dude, I'll let you.
Okay.
Please, this is
All right. Now,
Finish cooking that
so,
bacon.
all right. So yeah, please. Yeah, continue.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Okay. Yes, Coach Dable, for the whole season, Daniel Jones gives us the best chance to win. Yes, he said that. Okay. And going into the bye week, he said we're going to evaluate things. We're going to look, and then there was multiple questions that was asked about Daniel Jones's future. Is he going to be the starter? Is he still going? And he said, well, that's what we're going to evaluate. And they asked him, what are you evaluating? And then he said, well, all the plays from last year to this year. Okay. Ultimately, when they made the decision, they said they felt, although Dable did save himself, he said it's not just the quarterback position, but that's just the start. So, yes, he did say Jones gives us the best chance to win up until the bye week. And
I also want you to keep in mind, before that, we lost to the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can anybody tell me the reason why John Mara said what he said after he said that their jobs was safe?
Wait, Daryl,
that man is pissed off. For one, we went 3-14.
I'm pretty sure all of us.
Hold on. I want to stick to where we at. I still want to go down the receipts. That was just one thing.
Okay. I'm sorry, TB.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we score 40-something points against the Indianapolis Colts, who had a chance on being a playoff team?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
That one never.
In the second half of the season, did we average 10 points before and after that?
Pretty much, yeah.
I have to look.
It's okay. You won't even have to look. I could tell you we did.
And I just want to get the iPad just to be sure. The iPad mini. I don't know what we averaged, but let's see, 18? Week 18 against the Commanders, 6 again.
No, it might have been less than that.
Yes, honestly. And that's me just giving it the roundabout of the number.
We did have an issue of getting in the end zone. We did.
Okay, so we just automatically found it versus the Colts. 40-something points. We just found it versus the Colts.
Right. Okay. Like, actually, I want to talk about that game for a second. I'm sitting on a couch watching this game, and I'm like, okay. And when it was 7-3, I'm like, all right, so we just gonna let the Colts run it, and they probably gonna drop 30, and we probably gonna lose. I'm like, I'm cool with it. But I'm like, I'm sitting over here. I know I can't be the only Giants fan that was sitting over here like, bro, how?
Well,
I think now to be.
I think every Giant fan. Okay, and I know we're getting away, and we're gonna get back. I'm gonna let you cook, TP. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be off the hook. I'm not gonna get off the hook. I'm not gonna get myself off the hook that easy. Okay. I think every Giant fans were sitting there like, where was this
all freaking season, right?
What where was this against the Eagles? Where was this against
Cincy?
The Bengals. I mean, Jesus, the Bengals. Okay.
Wait, who had one of the worst defenses in the league at that time?
And not only that, that whole game, they were up by 3 until the last minute of the game. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
But go ahead, TP. What are you eating? You got enough to share with everybody?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, that's
You know.
just wrong.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you got
Wow.
Yeah,
You
me
got
and
torpedoes.
Casey on snack mode. And
What's
I'll
up, Dad?
continue.
So
Are we gonna ignore the fact that after Darius Slayton made the statement that he made defending Daniel Jones, that he just sporadically just stopped getting the targets and stopped getting the ball? See, these are the things that most Giants fans who
What? Now,
just,
so he
Yo,
was.
I totally forgot about that. I'm even going.
yes, yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all are just blessed to know me because I just have the wisdom to share. You know, I'm just able to give y'all the information that maybe some people may not, throw out there. But I want you to look at the game logs. Go look at the game logs, and I want you to look at the beginning of the season and look at the second half of the season and pay attention to the Darius Slayton targets. Now, I tell you what is going to look different. When we tried to win versus the Indianapolis Colts, guess who got the ball and guess who got in the end zone?
Darius Slayton.
Darius Slayton.
Well, I mean,
outside of
to
those
be fair,
games,
everybody got in the end zone. I mean, Rodgers, Slayton,
Robinson, yeah.
Tracy.
Rivers found it twice.
I'm glad you said that because isn't it funny how the ball was shared around like never before? And
You also had protection like never before.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that? Drew Lock took 0 sacks against the Colts.
Zero
sacks.
Bro, I had to go back and check that because I was like,
not only 0 sacks,
I was like, wait,
0 fumbles, 0 turnovers. Drew Lock played the perfect game. He played the perfect game.
And then look like a pee-wee football quarterback the next week against the third string.
But I want y'all to pay attention to the actual the football aspect of things. We played much more aggressive. And that's why it's not even a question to me if it was a tank or not, because we've done literally everything to show that we were tanking. Why we pulled out in that Colts game, I have no idea. Some say we needed a home win, but why we did it that game, I still don't know the answer to that. It still doesn't make sense to me. But come on. We know that this was an absolute clear tank.
So I told you I'm gonna be real, and you're my guy. I have nothing but respect and love for you.
Oh.
What you're saying, right? I hear you. But to me, it could easily be subjective on how we see things on the field, right? I see us competing. I do.
When are we competing though?
Right.
When
after the season.
For example, the Pittsburgh game.
Okay.
And to be fair,
all the way early into the season.
Well, hold on. And not only that, the Carolina game. Okay. Now, we were in overtime. Tracy fumbled the ball, and that was the end, right? But we were still competing.
But that's not the portion of the season that we're referring to. Let's talk about everything after that.
We're talking about right. But and it was after that was when Jones got released.
That's when the tank began.
Mm-hmm. And also, I want to talk about that for a second. Like, that move really kind of screwed up the receivers for the rest of the year, too. Because it's like, Jones had built up a rapport with all of them. It's like they didn't work with Drew Lock or DeVito.
Jalen, you heard them speak out about it. And they had to have a behind-the-scenes meeting to calm everything down. Because when Daniel Jones left, guess what happened? Darius Slayton spoke to the media and spoke his true feelings about it. Malik Neighbors even came out, spoke about it.
Yeah, he
did. The locker room.
And Dex did the same thing.
Dex
did the same. But listen, so, to me, that just shows the type of person that the team accepted Daniel Jones. Okay, and everybody
for sure.
And Casey, I'll let you talk too, because I know you want to say something. The thing about Daniel Jones is that I mean, you know, those that played football, we, you know, they're like our brothers on the field because we're going to battle, right? On between the white lines, we're going to battle, and you have to trust your brothers, okay, on the field. Now, that being said, yes, it doesn't surprise me that his team is going to go to bat for him. What would have surprised me if they would have thrown him under the bus. Said, yeah, man, I'm glad he's gone. He needs to be. I'd have been like, oh, shoot. But it doesn't surprise me that they're going to come to bat for Daniel Jones, for their guy, for their leader, their captain, which they voted, the last 4 years of him being there? So Casey, I know you wanted something to say. Go ahead, man. What you got?
So, I went back and looked at that game, the Colts game. And to be honest, the Giants didn't really play all that well. The Colts the Colts literally stunk up the joint. Like,
yeah, that's true.
They did not play well at all. Now, I don't know if that was by design or whatever, but I know that the Giants looked like a really good team, but it wasn't all the Giants playing great. It was a lot of mistakes by the Colts, a lot of missed tackles, a lot of bad play calling, and just a poor performance in general. You know, they got
Dimensional support humans, liquor bills should go down.
Season's over.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Tanya. Sorry about that, Casey.
No, that's really what I had to say. Is that I know that we didn't want that win, but I think that honestly the Colts didn't play well enough to win that game. And if I'm not mistaken, Flacco played that game and he did not have a good game at all. No.
Yep.
Which is true, but we can't ignore the fact that because we suck. I mean, in order for us to do what we did, it's going to take for the other team to be bad. But I will say you can see the effort.
Y'all have a good night, man. See y'all later.
Oh, you done, man? There, you good?
He just muted himself.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, I thought you were telling us bye.
No, I'm multitasking.
Oh, okay. All right.
good.
Better than me. I'm looking at the final games after the bye. Okay, after was left. Jones was let go.
Mm-hmm.
So the first game that came up was the Tampa Bay game. Yes, we got skull drugged that game. Okay, we can say 7. It was 7-30, and we could chop it up to distractions. You know, the move that the Giants made on Jones, and then they put DeVito in, at quarterback. The following week, we lost to the Dallas Cowboys in Arlington. Okay, Thanksgiving, 20-27. It was a highly contested game up until the end. Okay. And then we have the Saints game where it was a blocked field goal at the end to put the game in overtime. All right. And to me,
how many points did we score in the Saints game?
So that was 11-14. Baltimore.
That's a weird score.
Baltimore, we
were
able to score 14 points. Had we did the week before, would have been tied overtime.
We got drugged in that game, and
that was a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah,
it was a garbage time. Yeah, that was bad. Baltimore was clearly on a different level than us. Okay,
I just want to keep in mind 7, 11, and 14. And even then, that 14 was like we mentioned,
garbage
late
time.
Game touchdown. But keep going.
And then Atlanta, yes, we got beat in Atlanta,
34-7.
It was Penix first start. However, It was more of the defensive side, not ours, Atlanta's defensive side, that, they scored on fumble recoveries, interceptions, pick six. It was an overall disgusting game.
And we scored how many points?
7.
7.
Okay.
And then, of course, we got the Colts game. We don't need to talk about it. We won
40 some points.
And then, of course, yesterday, 13-20. Okay. Now, to me, and again, my pride is, look, I've been married 25 years. I don't even have any pride. Okay. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. Right. But to me, when I look at these scores, and yes, I'm going just off the numbers of the scores, but then I can recall how the game was played. I don't have any definitive evidence for me saying that we tanked. I just don't.
Well, Sneaky, you're what a lot of fans would call delusional. Because you literally just tried to find a reason on why we got our asses whooped on all of these games. I don't think you realize how bad scoring 7 or 10 or 14 points in a game is. That means our offense is absolutely terrible.
Abysmal.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that. Yes.
And then
Terrible.
And then I don't care how the game goes. You score 40-something points against a mediocre team. I'll give them mediocre. I'm not the best in science. I'm not the best in math.
Right.
But just something doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
There's something fishy about that. Now, I also have a list of other things that contribute to the tanking, but the list goes on. It's just it's a slap in the face when Mara in this organization gets in front of these mics and it tells us complete lies and treats us like we some little kids and we don't know when we being lied to.
Well, hold on. What do you expect them to say?
What I would expect them to say is the truth, because you continue to lie, and people continue to see you lie. It's going to feel like a slap in the face, and then fans are going to continue to feel disrespected, and fans are going to continue to feel like this organization just doesn't get it or care. And so what's going to end up happening is when those ticket sales come up, fans are not going to be interested in going to see the New York Giants play because they hear out of your mouth that you are just incompetent.
But TP,
I'm just saying,
fans are already feeling that way. Go ahead, Casey. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, as an organization, even if you were thinking about or even actively trying to tank, you still don't tell people that. You don't.
You find a way on how to not lie to the people. The political. You say the political correct answer. You don't say no blatant BS answer and insult the intelligence of these grown fans. So, for example, when they ask you about tanking, no, you don't say, yes, we decided to tank. Of course not. You say something along the lines of,
as long as I'm here, those that are tanking, I'll follow everybody. Right?
You say something along the lines of, next year there has to be a better product on the field. We did not get the job done. They know
but that's not what he
pretty
said.
much what he said.
It's not. It's nowhere near what he said.
What John Mara said was, we are not tanking, and if I had any inklings of us tanking, and I'm summarizing. I'm summarizing.
You're right.
I could pull up the interview, but he said we're not tanking. If I got any instance that we're tanking, I would have fired everybody.
Yes.
And as long as I'm on this sideline, we will never tank.
That's what he said.
And you know what? I can't fault you for when you hear that. TP, I cannot fault you and anybody else that heard John Mara say that and then have that thinking of, do you think I'm going to fall for that? But me being me, the positive, my glass is always half full. And I'm not saying you're a negative person. I'm not saying that at all. But I have to take a grown man's word as to what he's saying. I have to. And that's just me. I have to. But that doesn't mean you four do, right? But I will tell you, because we had this conversation last week, that if I was a coach, or if we had a coach that told us, take this year off, we're trying to build for the future, I would want that coach gone myself. And to have John Mara basically mirror what I said last week, there's a part of me that was like, good, we think along the same lines. However, I understand how you may feel, right, compared to how I feel when he said that.
There's a lot of misconception, I think, with fans don't necessarily understand how the tanking thing works. You don't go to the players and you tell them that, we're trying to lose these games.
No, but you can coach like you want to tank. You can. Your substitutions, right? If your starters ain't playing 90% of the game, that might look like tanking. The play calling, when you run the ball 8 times in a row, like they did against Philly, they're not trying to win that game.
What? Right.
And I'm glad. And not only that, let's not forget about the fourth down attempts.
Yeah, okay? 4th and 7.
4th and 7, 4th and 10. Now,
first quarter.
Again, in my mind, I'm thinking the reason why we're going for it on 4th and 10 in the first quarter is because of the fact that we're, 2 and 7 or 2 and 12, 3 and 13.
That's the last game.
We have nothing more to lose. That's kind of like in my mind what I'm assuming. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah. And then I always give the coach the benefit of the doubt because they're the ones that did the film study. They're the ones that are in the games. They see what we don't see. And the fact that, maybe they saw something that would have been successful. So, there's a lot of speculation. And I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm just saying on my side, I just haven't seen enough.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What more would you need to see in order for you to believe it was a team?
I would.
I can tell you what I needed to see.
What you need to see?
What
you need to see? I know you asked me the question, but I want to hear what you had to say. And I just got some milk and cookies just because of TP, just so y'all know. Well, go ahead, Casey.
All right. So to me, what you're trying to do when you're actively not trying to win a game, but not trying to look like you're not winning a game, you have your second and third string playing. They're playing major minutes. They're working on different formations, stuff like that, like things you've never seen before. Like they're just, it's almost like how you scrimmage before a season starts. You get that other team across the line, and you're like, okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see how this works. So we can tweak it if we need to, stuff like that. That's what I would be looking for. And I didn't really see that.
Nope. You mean as far as offensively?
I honestly, did y'all watch every game?
Oh, yeah. Is the Pope Catholic? Come on now.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
The NFL Sunday ticket so I can watch every game.
Okay, so the question that you asked me was, what do I need to see? That's a good question. I think that I would need to see the intent. I would need to see purposely drop balls, purposely miss okay. I'll tell you what. That missed tackle that Banks had at home against the Cowboys. Okay. I would classify, if I were to see multiple plays like that, lack of effort, and the coach is not holding players accountable for that lack of effort. Yeah, I could probably go along the lines of that. But
sneaky. That's not how the tanking works.
I'm saying you ask me, and I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you from my. I mean, that's something that I would have to see deliberate negligence throughout the game. And granted, yes, we got blown out in a bunch of games, but there were a bunch of games where we were still playing. We were still competing.
We were not competing, Sneaky. You literally just gave the box scores in these things. Our defense couldn't stop anybody. Our offense was so far away from even being close to competing. It doesn't even make any sense. We were doing the furthest thing away from competing. And I'm just listen. That's just not how tanking works. Tanking can be dressed up in so many different ways. Watch these other teams that are playing for something. When a team is trying to win. You see the aggressiveness on just not only the play calling, but who you're giving the ball to. When a team is trying to win the game. We were absolutely not trying to do that. We didn't put the ball in the right player's hands. And yes, you can't tell me that Malik Neighbors couldn't have been utilized in better ways when we have literally seen it, and not just the Colts game, but in the beginning of the season. He is your best player. He's your wide receiver one. And you mean to tell me that you can't move him around the field and find ways to get him the ball?
Now, was it Tampa Bay when we started when he was complaining about getting the ball when it was 30-0?
I mean,
what was it? I mean,
what? No, he's been complaining about that all year.
That. Or at least I thought it was before that.
He did it. Yeah, he been doing that kind of all year.
Yeah, but there was a game where he basically said, I don't understand getting the ball when we're already down 30-0.
Yeah.
I do remember that when he said.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
I remember what game that was.
It was.
What's up, fam? I appreciate you. I appreciate the love, man, for real. I think you should jump on the show. Now I think Seth's been patiently waiting.
No.
He got a question. What do you got, Seth?
No. Huh?
Are you still there?
No.
No.
Pizza.
How's it going?
Good. What's up, Seth?
What's up? Hey, so my question is just on the playoffs on Tampa. I just wanted your aspect on it. We host the Commanders at home Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you think we have a shot in that game?
Yes.
Yes.
You absolutely have a shot.
If y'all
Next
let
question.
them stay in the game, y'all will lose though.
Right. I know they're what's their what is it? Lattimore? He's
Marshawn
pretty
Lattimore?
yeah, he's pretty solid.
That doesn't mean anything to a guy that
Mike Evans though,
Yeah, I know. Mike Evans is doing
I
good.
was gonna say, plus that's Mike Evans' arch nemesis, so he's gonna want to get the best of him.
Right.
But Seth, let me put this in a perspective. You're going against somebody who gets 1,000 yards each and every year.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is he has seen them all. All those
Right.
corners, you can throw out all the corners in the world.
Right.
He's seen them all, and he's been efficient against them.
Sneaky, do you think we might have a shot at the NFC title?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's funny you say that because I don't know if you guys see the
I don't
You
think
know,
they can get past Green Bay. They damn sure can't get past Detroit.
I don't think
well
they
Green Bay's playing against Philly.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
Green Bay gonna beat Philly.
Playing without Jordan Love more than
Yeah, and Hurts is hurt. He's still under concussion protocol. I don't know. Yes, still.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
protocol.
Now, if that's the case, I don't think Philly has a dog in the fight because they're the second seed in the NFC.
I don't know about that, Sneaky, because I'm pretty sure that Green Bay still can't stop the run to save their lives.
What do y'all think about the Rams beating Minnesota upset?
I don't know.
That's exactly what it would be.
Only thing that's working in the Rams' favor is the fact that some way, somehow, the Vikings just when they get in the playoffs, they just cannot perform.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. So
Sam Darnold showed his true colors,
That's what's going to happen.
shining bright down on him.
Let's see if Minnesota can get past the first round.
yeah.
The last 2 years it was because of Kirk Cousins. That's my opinion.
He's not gonna get Minnesota. Not gonna win either because as soon as you put the heat to Sam Darnold, he shows his true colors.
Well, Sam's been playing pretty decent football, but I will say this though. I've mentioned this a little earlier in the week. With Sam Darnold, one thing that has been true about this, well, just not even Sam, the Vikings in general, they had a bad game versus the Detroit Lions. I doubt that they have 2 bad games in a row. Now, again, it's the playoffs. Anything could happen. I can't stamp it. But if I was a betting man, I would go with the Vikings on this one.
Now, if we get past Washington and we play the Eagles, we did beat them in the regular season. I just don't know because it's going to be played at Philly.
Right.
I could see us getting it. It's just if our defense can, just play together instead of giving up a big play or something. Because I know our safeties are just getting cooked.
I just want to know what it's like being in the playoffs. I just want that feeling.
That's the thing about the playoffs. It's like literally maybe every team except one maybe are capable of doing some things in the playoffs. And the Bucs is one of them. Baker Mayfield has been balling out. So you have a chance to do some things. But I kind of agree with, I think it was Daryl who said it. Once it gets to the top dogs, like the Detroit Lions or, whoever, then it's your exit time.
I'm going to bring in the final 3.
Yeah, as far as Philly and Washington is concerned, it's playoff game, baby. Anything could happen.
So, Billy, what's going on, man?
Biggie.
So, Billy is a Eagles fan.
Yes, I am.
Seth. So, what are your feelings on this next playoff game coming up?
I'll tell you. I think that it's going to be tough, but I think with the home crowd, I think Philly is going to do it. I think Philly's going to win it. Run Barkley, run the ball, and they get it done. They get it done.
Are you worried in any way?
Am I worried? Well, Christian Watson tore his ACL, so he's out for the year for the Packers. So I'm not really that concerned. They have a good. Maybe smidge, but not fully concerned now.
Okay, so you do have some concerns.
A little bit, but I think we still win it. To be honest, home crowd, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get to the box scores.
Hey, Billy, real quick, while he's looking that up, I just got a quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
How did you feel about the coaches on that last game of the season, making a decision to sit Saquon?
So funny. You know what? I wanted him to get the record, but I understand why they were sitting him because of the fact that they needed him to rest because of the playoffs. Did I want him to get the record and beat Dickerson's record? Yes, I most certainly did. But playoffs are important, right? So you might as well rest your guys while you can because, yeah. So, I mean, I would have liked it, yes. But I think that, yeah, I mean, we're hopefully getting Jalen back this week, so that's a plus. He's been in the concussion protocol.
Okay, so that's possible that he comes back.
So we're hoping he practices tomorrow. We'll know more tomorrow, hopefully, but I hope that he's able to play because that's a big plus if he plays. If not, then we'll have to deal with Tanner, but I think Jalen will play. I think.
Gotcha. Danny, what up, though?
Danny.
What up, my boy?
I got a question for you, bro. I got a question for you. Please talk some sense into
Ask
these
away.
gentlemen.
Ask away.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think that the New York Football Giants were tanking this year?
Um.
Oh my goodness.
See?
Damn, bro.
Yo, I honestly feel like
Danny, you said enough, my guy. You said enough, my
I don't
guy.
have to say anything else, right? I don't have to say anything else, right?
my
No, you sure don't.
Enough.
Yo, you know what?
So-
I think this is what y'all do. All right, I've come to terms that y'all have a secret meeting.
I called Danny 5 minutes before the show. I'm like, hey man, I could tell the future. TP
Well-
don't say we tank. I need you to say no. You say yes. This friendship is over, son.
We gotta be on the same page.
Nah, on a more serious note, though,
Where's my man,
TP
Big
said
Blue?
TTP said something, I don't know, a couple hours ago that really caught my attention, and I've really been sitting back thinking about it. And I've thought about it in the past couple of weeks, actually, but TP really just came out and said it. Do you think we won that Colts? Do you think we won that Colts game because the Giants does not want to draft a black quarterback?
Wow.
Oh my. Well, actually,
that's huge.
And then on top of that, I have also contemplated if that is the truth. I don't think I can root for this team anymore.
Yeah, man. I mean, look.
I'm being real with you because that's where I'm from. They call them good old boys, and what them good old boys are is ones that don't like niggas. And I just can't get down with a franchise like that.
Where's my man, Big Blue? He's not here.
No,
Because they're going to be.
Anybody want to answer that? I mean,
Well, I'll say this, Daryl. I've heard that narrative, right, going on for some time.
Many years,
right?
Time.
And I tried my absolute best to not even entertain it because I think once you throw that out there, it's a serious thing to talk about.
Yeah,
And
it ain't going back from that. Yeah,
it ain't no going back from it. So I purposely, got all the facts together, and I gave it the benefit of the doubt because Eli Manning has took up a lot of this history's time, right? And then I looked at the drafts, and I'm just like, okay, who would we be able to get? Who would we be able to draft in these times? And I did the research. And the best guy that I could really think of in the span of time could have been Dwayne Haskins.
Nope.
But look how everything panned out. Look how and rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins.
For sure.
But even when he was playing, I would take Daniel Jones over Dwayne Haskins.
But there was a reason they didn't draft Dwayne Haskins, and it was his attitude, not his talent. You can't have somebody in New York with an attitude like his. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is very true. But that also does affect your play as well, because what I've always seen from Dwayne Haskins, and I kind of did my, small miniature like draft eval on him, is I would have questions about his arrogance. I have questions about that. But anyway, I say all of that to say, when this year came up, in my head, I'm thinking you have the first pick of the draft. It's yours. Cam Ward, Shador Sanders. It is yours. When you win that Colts game the way you did, and you don't really understand why, you don't know, you don't have any answers to it, you clearly look like you're putting in an extra initiative to win. Questions do start to raise in your head. And when you look at the drafts, how the way of the draft status is looking for your team. Again, us adults, we're not dumb.
Right.
We're
We
thinking,
can read between the lines, yeah.
Exactly. So it is. I think it is something to talk about. I think it is maybe something to bring up in conversation. Am I going to stamp that on them just yet? Am I going to stamp that on this organization? No. But it is. I think that was a good question, and I think it is something to at least discuss, especially when you think about what is going on right now at this moment with Gerard Mayo getting fired after one season.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
That's wow.
Antonio Pierce got fired today.
Antonio Pierce, the GM from the tech, anyway, it's just something to
I
talk
thought
about.
what Antonio Pierce got fired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was safe.
Nah.
A lot of people would think.
Nah, man, a lot of people went.
Well, now the problem I have, obviously, once you go that route, once you go that route of the Giants not wanting a black quarterback, TP is 100% right. There's no coming back from that.
Nope.
There is no coming back from that. Now, but anytime I hear those type of conversations, because let's be honest, Brian Flores, he filed a discrimination lawsuit against them. I don't know if it's still an investigation or there's allegations. Let me just say allegations, right? And a lot of people are saying what they're saying about the Giants. I think of what the Giants have done before multiple teams, okay? If I'm not mistaken, they had an African-American general manager.
They did.
And not only was he African-American, he worked for the Giants for 20 years and got promoted.
I'm sorry, who's that? You said who had a
Reese.
Jerry Reese.
Oh, okay.
Jerry Reese was one of the African-American GMs in the league when there wasn't that many.
Yeah, but I don't think John Morris is the one that brought him in, though.
Well, John Mora, he's yes, he is. He's the one that does the hiring. He's the one, and Tish. And also too the conversation. And I really hate to name drop, but I'm gonna name drop.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiki Barber, we even had conversations on this show. The way he spoke adamantly about the Mara family after his playing days, and when Wilmington passed, and of course I made my comments where I don't see it, and again I'm not naive to it. Now, can anybody be covert in their actions? Of course, anybody can. But I just don't see that with the football Giants. Now, let's keep in mind, last year, we were high on Jaden Daniels. We were high on him.
Yes.
But they knew the Commanders were not moving from number 2.
Absolutely not.
They were not going to.
And they weren't going to trade with us, number 2. They weren't going to do that. So the second best thing was Mayo. So I don't, Daryl, you brought, you know what, Daryl? I'm glad you brought up this type of, conversation because it's something that we need to have. We need to have that discussion, and I think it's a fair discussion to have. Good topic to talk about, and in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. I don't. But I do have like a selfish, what's the word I'm looking for? A selfish vendetta, I guess, or agenda about this because I'm not a fan of Geno Smith. I do want another quarterback, black quarterback to come in. Well, no, actually, Tyrod. I mean, Tyrod Taylor was the black quarterback. He started a few games for us.
He did.
So I don't know if that argument.
But the question is like the only thing is we never have officially drafted one.
No, and we never had a franchise. I mean, he was never the face of the franchise, but arguably we can say that Saquon was the face of the franchise. But I think this year we're gonna get one of them. We're either gonna get Hunter, we're either gonna get Ward, or we're gonna get Shador. We're gonna get somebody in that group, that immediate group is going to get, barring any trades, okay, we're going to get one of them.
I don't think we are.
What?
What do you mean?
Looking at it, I don't think we're going to get one of them.
You mean the quarterbacks or any of the three?
No, I don't think we're going to get one of those quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to make.
That's what I'm saying.
If we don't get Shador or Ward, then we have to get Hunter, right? That's
obvious, yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to get Hunter. However, if one of the quarterbacks fall to us, I do see we would have to. We would have to.
We can't bypass any of them.
Yeah,
you can't.
No.
Now again, we still got the combine. I am going to watch the combine.
This is the one we have to watch as fans.
I'm going to watch this one like there's no tomorrow, especially when the quarterbacks are throwing the ball.
My thing was, why did he turn around in that interview and he said their jobs are safe, but it ain't safe. Like their seats is hot right now.
Their seats are hot.
Yeah.
They're still hot.
He said he doesn't have any patience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the leash that Daniel Jones was on this year is the leash that they are on this coming year.
Yeah, for next season.
Right.
And well, like I said was it last week you had a show, Sneaky?
Yeah.
I give them to if they ain't got nothing done by week 6, they're gone.
Oh, if we are 0-6, 2-4, 1-5. I can easily see the coach being gone, and then
both
Shane
of
being,
them.
yeah.
Now
and
it's
then,
a package deal. Deal.
I just want to know what Dable and Joe Shane said to fucking Mara that persuaded him so much to keep him.
I don't think it's what they said to him. I think it's more.
They said something. In the interview he said we sat down and talked, and what they told me, I felt that I decided to keep them.
About their vision. About the vision.
I just want to know what they said because, I don't know.
They said Joe Shane
was
a slick talker. They say he's a slick talker.
They must have been, man, because, listen, to persuade Mara to keep him after this shitty season?
Well, what he sold to us is what I think he sold to him.
William Mara would have been fired.
Well, first off, when John Mara made the comment before the end of the season that he was going to be more patient with the front office than he has been in the past, because look, Reese, he got let go. Then we had the experiment with Gettleman,
right?
And now we have Shane, and then of course the 15 coaches since Coughlin left. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Mara wants to be more cautious and wants to see some kind of development, and I don't fault him for that. And he was asked.
He should have never said, "I'm running out of patience." He
No, he
never
should.
said that.
And remember, after he said that, he did say, "I just gave you a good sound bite," which he did. He did. He gave him a good sound bite, and that's what was played over and over again.
Well, why do you think he shouldn't have said that? Because that's what I wanted to hear. I mean, to be honest with you.
Well, hell, he
Maybe.
didn't have to say nothing at all because his face said it all. His face, you can tell the look on his face. He's sick of him.
Because I'm saying from my seat, I wanted to see a pissed off Mara.
Oh, I seen one.
Oh, he was pissed.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But Danny, why would you say that you shouldn't have said it?
I mean, if you're gonna just stick with him, if you're gonna stick with Joe Shane and Dable, and let them draft their quarterback, you can't say that.
You
know
mean
what I'm
just
saying?
give them the vote of confidence and then leave it at that?
Yeah.
Don't leave any.
Like if
question.
you're gonna let them like do their thing, draft a quarterback, see if they can improve the team. You shouldn't have said that little small tidbit.
Because
Just
that's
let
what,
them-
But I
especially in
think-
the New York
I think
media, that's what they're going to run with.
For the fans,
Yeah.
though, right? That small tidbit was, to say, yeah, you're my guys for right now, but you're on a short leash.
Because Mara has to know that if we draft a quarterback, it's not going to be all,
Exactly.
sunshine next year.
You talking about having a rookie quarterback,
Right, exactly. Like you're not going to have a great season if you're going to draft a rookie quarterback. Not all the time, but you know what I'm saying? It's
the chances are high.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, well,
so maybe the plan is to get a veteran quarterback.
Well, and to be fair, okay, we get a rookie quarterback. We get hold on, Gabe. Here we go. Gabe said, "I present to you Justin Fields."
that's what I've been saying.
I wouldn't
That's
be
what
mad
I've
at
been
that.
saying all this. And you know what's going to raise a good question? Like what Daryl said before about the racial thing. I hate to bring this back up, but if
Go ahead, Dan.
if Justin Fields is sitting out there, right, a young 25-year-old quarterback, right,
Yeah.
and you're gonna not sign him, but instead sign Kirk Cousins,
Oh my.
that's gonna raise
But hold on,
Okay,
let's
I'm not
keep
gonna
it.
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, hold on. Let's keep in mind though, Fields is under contract with the Steelers.
he's a free
If I'm
agent.
not mistaken, that's
he's
a
free
3-year
agent.
deal.
He's a
I'm
free
pretty
agent.
sure
I
he's
think.
a free agent.
He's a
Yeah,
free
he is a
agent.
free
It was a 3-year deal. Now the only one that was on a 1-year deal was Russell Wilson, and he was, remember he was still getting paid by Denver, and the Steelers just had to pay him the league minimum. And if I'm wrong, please tell me that I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken,
I think he's a free agent.
I think he's a free agent.
but
He's one of one.
let's just say hypothetically we get a rookie quarterback, Sanders or Ward, okay?
Okay.
And let's hypothetically say that we do. Hold on a sec. Okay, I guess I stand
there you
corrected. Yeah, Fields is a free agent. Okay.
They tried to tell you, Sneaky.
Well, I mean, they must have just.
He's in his defense bag right now, Jalen. He don't hear us right now.
Well, no, I hear you, but no, I recall that
You got his guard up. You got his guard up.
Yeah.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the sports talk. I'm the sports track because he signed a 3-year deal. That's what I do recall. Because it made no sense for them to sign him to a 3-year deal, and then Steelers, and then a couple months later they signed what do you call it? Russell Wilson. Yes. Although
Wilson, yeah.
it kind of made sense because they were playing with house money anyway.
To be honest with you, the only way I would be comfortable with having Justin Fields is if we get Travis Hunter. Anything outside of that is absolutely
for sure. And that's what
I
I told my boys that in the chat. I'm like, listen, if we somehow don't if Cam Ward and Sanders are off the board and we get Travis Hunter, we have to pivot to Justin Fields.
Crazy. Like having Neighbors and Hunter.
I think that we could do both though. Like we can get a rookie.
We could still draft one. We could still draft a later quarterback,
right?
Like Jalen Monroe or like a Jackson. What's the other one?
Jackson Dart. And I think that's actually where they might go. They're gonna pick up a veteran quarterback because if you know that this is the season that you got to win some games, are you putting your faith in a rookie that you haven't even really seen?
Well, and I'm glad you said. I'm glad you said that. Now, DP, I know you brought this up last week, so I'm just going to revisit what you said. We're playing against Green Bay, Minnesota, and I'm not talking about our division games. That's a given.
Detroit.
So we got Green Bay, Minnesota,
Detroit,
KC, Chargers. Yes,
Detroit's out there. Yeah.
Broncos, and I'm only mentioning the playoff teams. Okay, and to have our rookie quarterback to basically go into the Lions' den.
Yes.
No pun intended.
And I mean,
no pun intended.
In my opinion, I wouldn't be shocked if KC were to repeat. Okay?
I have pushback for that though. I have pushback.
Oh, God.
All right, what's up?
I don't want that to happen.
So listen, the thing about a rookie quarterback though, you can find a lot of success in your rookie quarterback. Like that's typically when, if you're him, that's typically when you shine. They don't have any film on you. Dak Prescott, no, was he necessarily a rookie? Technically, but not really. But anyway, there was no film on Dak when he took over Tony Romo's spot. Jalen just mentioned Jaden Daniels, like Bo Nix, like typically.
We can go down the list of rookie quarterbacks who haven't performed. So,
No. This is just pushback. This is just a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if you believe he's the guy, and if he's going to be what you believe to be a problem in the league, which 9 times out of 10, one of these guys between Cam or Shador, at least one of them are going to be. You got to get them for the sake of your franchise. Now, there is a chance that you may think that one of these guys is your guy, and you get him, and he doesn't pan out to be what you want him to be. That definitely can happen. But that also comes to why you are in this position as a GM. You got to be able to know. You got to be able to put a system.
I got you.
It's all like that. No matter which way you go.
All I'm saying is that if I'm betting the house, I'm not going with a rookie. I'm not.
To start the season, no.
I mean,
what
is your expectations for the season?
That even keeps them in their jobs.
Well, what is your expectations for the season? Because if your expectation is for you to be competitive, push for the playoffs, then I could definitely see that happening with a rookie quarterback. I could definitely, but if your expectation is to put a push in the playoffs or something to the extreme, then that's when it's okay. But you got to understand, with getting a rookie quarterback, you're not just getting somebody just to win, but you're getting somebody that says the 2025 campaign of this quarterback is we now found our guy for the future. And so now fans can look forward to that aspect of it. Because for years, we haven't, based on everybody's opinion and what most people would say, we haven't had our quarterback since Eli. So that's pretty much what everybody is expecting at the very minimum for this next season. Give me a Jaden Daniel-esque type season, and we could check that off as a success.
I think you're asking a lot.
That's true.
Hey, they put themselves in that position. It's going to take a lot for them to keep their jobs.
I believe we can have that type of success with Jaden, with Shador or Cam Ward. I see us having that type of success.
But that's the thing though, Daryl. That's like a big if we get those two.
I don't think so.
People have
it's probable. Probable. You think the Browns or Tennessee won't pick up Travis?
I think either one of them could pick up Travis, actually.
Yeah.
And that would leave either one. It would leave Shador or Cam Ward on the board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
we sitting up here acting like Travis Hunter ain't a big ticket. He a big ticket, baby.
That's a
That's it.
fact.
No, he's gonna
That's
be.
a
He's gonna be
fact.
special.
I'm not
He's gonna
saying
be
he's
special.
not, but the Giants need a quarterback.
Oh yeah, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, it's a good thing for us that Travis Hunter is sitting up that high, because somebody's gonna snatch him.
Listen, you can't go wrong if we snatch up Travis Hunter. You can't go wrong with pivoting to Justin Fields, man. You
And
can't go
if
wrong.
we,
And I'm okay with that right there.
me
can't
too,
go wrong
I'm
with
okay
that.
with that
I'm
because
not mad
see,
at that at all.
I wouldn't be
if
mad.
we do pick him up, guess what comes after that? And everybody gonna laugh at me for this one.
Go ahead.
If we pick up Travis Hunter,
Mm-hmm.
the following year, the New York Giants
Arch
select
Manning.
Arch Manning.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm sick of
Yeah,
the name already.
and
I'm
he
sick
gonna
of that
have
name already.
Are we?
You're gonna have a whole new coach.
Hang on.
You're gonna have a whole new
No.
GM.
You realize that the Giants would have to be very bad next year in order to
I understand
pick up
that. I understand. I understand.
Also, you also got to remember one thing. Arch ain't coming out till 2027. He's going the same route as his uncles.
No, he's
It's gonna be another
eligible
2
to come out
years
next
that
year.
he's eligible.
He
He's
said
like
he's
another 2 years.
eligible, but
He
I'm
is
pretty
eligible to
sure
come out
that
next
he
year.
said that he's not coming out till 2027.
Who said that?
I'm pretty sure he said it.
Okay, because he's not going to change his mind when them NFL owners start flashing the money in front of him.
Jerry Jones.
Oh no, he is not going to Dallas. He's not.
Look,
You know,
look,
Grandpa
funny,
said
Daddy.
that.
You better not.
look, I just want to make this
in their
clear.
right mind trying to go to Dallas.
I just want to make this clear,
Danny
right?
crazy.
I want to make this clear. I'm going to be at the actual draft this year, right?
Nice.
Oh,
I
mhm.
am telling you now. If we don't get one of those three, stay tuned.
Oh,
But
I'm gonna get my
Yo,
popcorn
TP,
ready.
you got to go live, baby.
Hey,
I want to see
TP,
your
Yo.
reaction. I want to see your reaction.
I'll be at. Hey, I'm gonna be in Green Bay too. I'll be at the. Yeah,
it's a bet. I'll see you there.
I'll be at the draft.
Yo, the F-bomb is gonna be real.
So hold on, y'all going to the draft?
So now to revisit what I said earlier. Okay, to revisit what I had mentioned earlier about
able to make it.
Homer with Justin Fields. Okay, it does look like it is a 1-year deal, but I think what confused me, right? Because it has him, of course, with the Bears up until 2024, but then it doesn't have him listed as a unrestricted free agent until 2025. At the end of the season 2025. So I guess what they did was that his 5th year option was not picked up by the Bears. So that's why this is a 1-year deal.
Sneaky,
I don't think he wouldn't even be that expensive.
No, he shouldn't be.
And his whole contract was guaranteed.
Sneaky was just like, listen, I'm about to clear my name because I didn't just make that shit up.
I did not make that shit up. I did not. I know I heard 3 years, but anyway, I digress. So hold on.
Somebody outside.
Okay?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. What do you call it? Now, before we take off, call it a night, I do want to take a little shift. We were talking about Archie Manning. I do want to talk about the new format of the college playoffs. Okay. And has anybody realized that none of the teams that earned a bye won?
That's just sad.
All 4 teams that had a bye, all the top seeds, lost in the second round.
Wow.
Of the college playoffs. What's your thoughts on the 12 team format? Should we keep it at 8, leave it at 12, increase it to 16? What are your guys' thoughts?
I actually like the 12 personally, but as a former athlete in different sports, I always hated buys. I always hated them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you lost a lot of times, especially if you finish the season off well,
Mhm.
Like, and then you get that week off or whatever, and it's just like when you come back, it's sometimes it's hard to get that mojo back.
Right.
And so I never like buys. I would rather play like a wild card situation where I'm playing every week, so I can keep that continuity in my game. But so I'm not surprised, not surprised at all.
So I'll say this for me. Homer, I'm going to just mute you real quick because you're picking up a lot of sound. For me, I've been in situations where we had a bye, where it was very beneficial. And then I've been in a situation where, and both times we won championships, and where we didn't have a bye, and we had to go through the gauntlet. And you wish you had a bye, okay? So I'm kind of impartial, indifferent. I to be fair, I think I do like the 12 format. And I matter of fact, I wouldn't even be opposed to a 16 team. But I think when you go 16, that's too many teams, too many games.
I don't think there's enough good teams for 16.
Well,
in any given season, I don't think there's enough good teams.
You know what? I believe you're correct, because no matter what you do, there's always a team that's going to be left out. Because there was an argument where people felt that Miami should have got in, Alabama shouldn't have got in.
They should.
No, I'm sorry. Alabama should have got in.
Why?
There was. I'm sorry.
I said why?
Oh no, I'm just telling you what like the experts. We're all experts too in our own ways. Have said. But I do like the fact that they still kept the bowl games going, and I can truly say this year, I may not have watched all of the bowl game, but I have seen. I have watched all the games. I might not have finished them. I probably fell asleep through some of them, but I have watched the majority of all the bowl games this year, and they're exciting. I really do like the bowl games. And I love the fact that you get to determine who the national champion is on the field. I do think when they had the 4 teams, that was too little for any kind of competition. I did not like the BCS. Let's just take the C out and call it what it really is. And I didn't like the fact that writers got to pick the champion. You still had the situation where you would have co-national championships. So there's going to be no perfect, format to the whole thing. But I think right now they kind of got it right. Anybody else?
No, but I got a quick question for you guys.
What's up?
So with Antonio Pierce being fired, and he's a defensive-minded coach, correct?
I was thinking the same thing.
Go get him.
Yup. Bring him back.
Reason why I say go get him.
But Shane Bowen is still under contract. Shane Bowen is still under contract.
Honestly, Mero was talking about how he was pissed off about the defense. So I'm thinking Shane Bowen might be toast. I'm not going to lie.
Or you could bring in Antonio Pierce as an assistant coach.
You know who I want as a DC though? If we fire Shane Bowen, give me Robert Saleh.
Facts. I was saying that.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
Saleh's definitely an upgrade.
Yeah.
Hey, Homer, so I guess we're going to be pivoting away from the college format. Oh, that's wait, TP, do you have something to say about that?
No, I was just going to say, man, I actually been enjoying everything, man. Like I've been tuned in, and it's been quite interesting for me. So, throughout the years, we'll see. I think longevity is going to really tell its part, but this year I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that Alabama lost, and that every time Melrose stepped on the field, his draft. Now, I'm not happy that his draft stock dropped. No, I don't want to wish any ill will towards any athlete. But as far as Alabama, I'm glad they lost again to Michigan.
So I have a question for you guys.
All right, what's up?
What do you think of Jalen Milroe?
I would take him as a quarterback.
I like
And a
him.
later round, though. Later round.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
early.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
He wouldn't be a first rounder. But
Mm-mm.
I think he could be an interesting project.
Who's that Ole Miss quarterback?
Jackson Dart.
That dude's bad.
That's a bad boy.
That's
That's a bad man.
Who's he
That's a
play
bad boy.
for?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
And you know who he used to play for? Ole Miss too, huh?
Right?
Hint.
I mean, matter of fact, that might be what a set. See that, and again, this is where we can have that conversation about the combine, because all season long we talked about Shador, we talked about Cam Ward, even Melrose was in that conversation. But when you get those quarterbacks, in the combine, just seeing how they throw, I mean, it's going to be something to see. Somebody's going to come on top. Now, what's that rookie quarterback for the Patriots? What's his name? Melby?
Milton
the third.
That's
all right.
Hey.
You see that throw that he threw?
Yes.
That dude. Yeah.
He was from Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He is. Yeah, I want to see him play a lot.
I mean, I would love to even see him being, maybe traded. I'm not saying being a starter, but
like a third stringer.
Bring him on. See what kind of how we can develop him.
Like a quarterback competition.
Something
Like that. That would be nice. Yeah.
So Homer, what's going on, man? I know you've been patiently waiting. This ain't your first time on the show, right?
No, it's not my first time. This is multiple times.
But what's up, man?
Okay, so by the way, guys, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh no!
Anyway, so we're gonna go on with our lives. About college, about the. I can't. I ain't gonna do that to you.
No. I'm gonna say this: y'all should get Travis, and then y'all could work to get Justin Fields, or y'all could get our backup Trey Lance.
How about no?
Keep Trey Lance. Yeah.
I have a question.
What's the problem with this kid? No. What's the problem with Trey Lance? What is it?
Injury history, bro. Like
not even just that.
Stay healthy.
But he's not even been on the field to get an injury.
So let me tell you about Trey Lance.
He came into the league injury prone.
Yeah, and then he got hurt week 1 against Chicago in 2022.
So let me just say my piece about Trey Lance.
No, week 2 against Seattle.
There was I went to the Cowboy 49ers. Oh, sorry about that. I did not mean to do that on purpose this time. I was completely this time.
Liar.
I saw Trey Lance, and I only saw him warm up. Okay, when he was with the 49ers. This is when the Cowboys lost the first round against the Niners. They were the only team. They were the only team to to win a division and not advance. And I think it was 2022. I think it was. Anyway, I bring all this up. Homeboy can throw the ball 60, maybe 70 yards easy,
and he can move.
And he's mobile, but there has to. Again, he was just warming up.
Jamarcus Russell can throw 60, 70 yards too.
Right. Well, that's a whole different type of Trey Lance is 2 of Jamarcus Russell. He's 2 of Jamarcus Russell. But no,
he played the NFL.
I say that because of the fact that I don't know what the issue is. Maybe he's not translating to the game at all. Maybe he's not processing stuff sooner. I don't know. But the fact that he has an arm is not even a question. Not even a question at all. But why he's not getting any plays, why no teams want him, why the Cowboys got him for a 4th round draft pick. I mean, and let's keep in mind, Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy beat Trey Lance out. Let's keep that in mind.
Crazy.
I got a question for you.
But where's Sam Darnold at though?
Yeah, now he's in Minnesota.
Yeah,
he's balling.
He's been cooking this season too.
And we never thought he was gonna be balling like this.
No.
So who had the question?
This is,
I wrote it.
I have a question for y'all, right?
What's good, TP?
I'm not. I mean, I guess I may be the only one thinking like this, but
All right.
do y'all trust Coach Dable with these guys? Like even these second round guys, we keep throwing out these quarterback names, but what has Coach Dable showed y'all to give y'all trust that he can do or create a good system for these quarterbacks?
So right now, I don't put it on Dable. I put it on whoever the offensive coordinator is going to be.
Kafka.
No, he is not going to be our offensive coordinator next year.
And I'll be
No.
surprised if Kafka's there next year.
He's got interviews. He's got interviews
Yeah.
already for head coaching jobs.
Oh, really?
Well, let him go.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I
let
think
him down.
the Bears want him, and the Saints want him.
Oh, so the Bears still want to keep losing. All right, that's cool.
No kidding. Glad I'm not gonna lose tonight.
No,
go
I
back
think
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I do believe that the head coach is supposed to have a rapport with the quarterback, but I think as far as drawing up the scheme for that quarterback, that's on the offensive coordinator. And
so do you think that Coach Dable will get in the way of that?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
I know. And I'm sorry, I had to bring it up. I didn't want to forget. You know, we'll say that one more time, TP.
Yeah.
I was saying, well, the first question was, do you trust Coach Dable with these quarterbacks that we're naming? Because that's the first thing I thought of when he mentioned Jalen Monroe. He wouldn't be bad, but he would have to be in a good scheme that fits him, and he have to be used properly, right?
Right.
And then the second part to that was, because he brought up a great point of Coach Dable is not going to be our offensive coordinator next year, but will Coach Dable be in the way of our offensive coordinator? So that's just my concern.
So
I think John Mara is gonna be like, no. I think that was one of the conditions that he brought him back. If you're gonna be the head coach again, you got to back off of all your players.
Well, Mara did state that he's not gonna, force that on Coach Dable, but there should be a conversation of him either calling plays or whatnot.
So I do think him calling plays took away from him coaching the game.
Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
So I would like to think that he won't do that, because you got to remember when he coached up Josh Allen, what was he?
The offensive
He was the coordinator.
He was the OC. Yeah,
exactly.
He can totally focus on the offense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be on whoever the offensive coordinator is, and I would like to hope that Dable allows him to be the offensive coordinator, because you're just going to have another Wink Martindale situation if you bring in an OC and then you want to like overshadow that OC constantly. So
now I need to bring this up because I do see EMAC on my Instagram feed. And EMAC has a question. He says, if the Giants keep losing with Dable next year, I think he will get fired in the regular season. Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Also, EMAC, Tanya has posed a question. Has anyone checked on EMAC since he owes Chris? What say you, EMAC? Asking for a friend. Actually, I'm literally asking for a friend. I'm asking for Chris.
Can I get updated on what exactly was the bet?
Oh, this is crazy. This is great.
Okay, so the bet was that EMAC bet Dallas Cowboy Chris $500 that the Washington Commanders. Ooh, I almost slipped. The Washington Commanders was going to win the NFC East this year. And
he was close. I mean, it was close.
Chris took the bet, and I did ask And then I even confirmed it. I even confirmed it a couple times. Like, now, is it that they're going to do better than the Cowboys, or they have to be, the NFC East champs? What's the stipulations?
It was a one-sided bet. It was a one-sided bet.
It was a one-sided bet, pretty much. I mean, I can't remember the episode, but I did do a TikTok on it, and I know EMAC did as well. I tried to,
we all did sneaky.
Try to talk it out of, talk them out of it, but it is what it is.
He said it's bad. Now he got to lie in it.
Let me tell you this one thing, man. Pride is a terrible thing, man.
Yeah, it is.
Pride.
It kicks you in the ass sometimes. It bites you in the ass sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you.
Hold on, Tanya says TP will love this comment. So Tanya also said, here's my question. How did we go from Daniel Jones taking us to the playoffs to the issues we are having now? My question is, where did the disconnect happen? It is from Dave's being too involved with things.
That's what it was.
Like, where did the things change? What's the light switch moment? I'm trying to figure that out. Now, the only thing that I can think of, okay, and it's not going to give Kifka any justice, although I do respect him as a coach. I do. He won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Okay. Now, in 2022, we made the playoffs without a number one wide receiver. However, in 2023, we started off the season a little rocky. And I don't know because remember there was 6 quarters where we didn't score any touchdowns.
Not even
we didn't score until the second half of the Arizona game. And fortunately we came back, but then when it rains, it pours. Barkley got hurt. We started going through the meat and potatoes of our schedule. Bada bing, bada boom. We had a 6-12 season. And there were some questionable play calling during that 2023 season. And I want to say, again, I'm just speculating, that when we got our asses spanked 40-0 against the Dallas Cowboys, there were some questions. There were some questions, as far as audibles, play calling, and I think that's why Dable took over. Because if you remember, when we were playing against the Cardinals, Dable had his little cheat sheet with him. So that's a good question. Now, EMAC did respond. He said, well, I do owe Chris. Still, I just got done paying with my wisdom teeth being okay. I don't want to. That's his business. He's just waiting. He's waiting to pay his debt off. God be with you, EMAC. God be with you, guys. We are coming to that part of the show. Homer, you're gonna start us off, man. You got about 20 seconds. Give me your thoughts, and then let me hear that outro one time. What you got?
Okay, I got something real quick. The Cowboys and the Eagles from next year. It's gonna be the Cowboys. No, it's gonna be the Eagles first seed, and then the second seed is gonna be either the Lions next year. Third seed will be, I'm saying, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be the Niners, maybe third seed Niners coming out of nowhere.
No.
It could be Niners or Rams. It could be Niners or Rams.
I'll just say this right now. Let's get done with this season.
Yep, I agree.
We got so much to go through till next season.
I got Lions winning the chip this season.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Let me hear one time, man.
Nah, bro.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you. And now, did you hear the pain in that? Did you hear the pain in his voice?
Pain and suffering, bro.
Oh, I forgot to tell him 30 years. It's 30 years with the Dallas Cowboys. not doing not a damn thing.
Man, you know what we should have done? We should have started the Dallas sucks chant. That would have been fun.
Where was my man Blue? Not here.
Who?
Man,
Oh, and
let's talk about
and-
Ant.
I wish you all the
Probably-
best this week,
probably doing it.
Billy. I wish you all the best this week, brother.
Yo, listen, it's gonna be.
Seth, so just so you know, the Bucks are favored by 3, and the plus or minus is 50.5. So we're looking at a high scoring game. And but just I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They do give the home team 3 points because it's the home team.
That's yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
do
what
have a
happens when
chance,
you win your
but-
division. You get a home
Seth,
field.
you got a couple seconds. What you got, man? I'll take it. Have a good night. Okay. Billy, you got a couple seconds, man. Give me
All right, man. Yo,
final
listen,
thoughts real
you
quick.
guys are faithful. I do think your Giants gonna improve in the draft. So if the Eagles get it done this week, guys, I love you, brothers, and let's go, Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Jalen, you got a couple seconds, buddy. Give me your final thoughts.
All right. Well, I'm just happy that this nightmare of a season's finally over. And also, I did have one more question before I left. Who y'all rooting for as far as playoffs this weekend?
I would love to see a KC Detroit Super Bowl.
Same here, Sneaky. Same here.
I'll just
I'd
leave it at
rather
that.
see Buffalo and Detroit, but I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Buffalo. Okay, I'll give 2. I'll give Buffalo because I like that. Buffalo and Detroit because they will both be fighting for the first one.
Exactly.
The reason why I said KC and Detroit, for me, it's like a win-win because I would love to see a team three-peat. Of course, I'd love for it to be the Giants, but I would love to see a team three-peat once in my lifetime in the NFL. It'd be historic. And that's all I got to say. Jaylen, let me hear it one time.
All right, let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam. Daryl,
Yo,
what it do?
Wow, everybody.
that's all right. That's all right. It's coming. It's coming.
Hey, in time.
Hey, listen. That train is coming. You hear it?
Yes, sir.
On some serious, on a serious note, they better get it together. They better get it together.
Yeah, they got this season to do. Hey,
I want to see 2025. I want to see 2022 Brian Daboll.
yeah, and I'd like to see the 2011 Giants in 2025. Daryl, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Oh,
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. KC.
Yeah. So I got 2 things real quick. One, I really do appreciate you guys letting me on and
Hell yeah.
talk. We have good conversations, and that's not always a thing you get, especially with sports. I mean, so I gotta give a shout out to everybody that hops in here and gives their takes
but mainly me. You could say, but mainly you, Snoopy.
Of course, mainly. You gotta talk about Sneaky, But my final take: 1, I would like to see Detroit and Buffalo. I don't want to see Kansas City. I lost respect for them this year.
Okay.
There's too many games that look like they got decided by the refs and not by the play of the teams.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Yeah.
Before I'm sorry to cut you off, Casey. What did you guys think about that Tyreek Hill incident? That he says, "I'm out."
I'm not surprised. I think it's a joke that he said, "I want to take care of my family." Brother, you already got the bag.
He got the bag,
what
bro.
family? Are you taking? Oh wait, he do got like 25 kids though, right?
Yeah, he does.
He got
Okay,
a whole bunch of them
I get it
running
now.
around.
I get it.
Sorry to interrupt you, Casey. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. Actually, for that, I think the Dolphins paid him a whole lot of money to come there and be like let's be fair. You need to play, but that's just me. The other thing, as far as the Giants are concerned, I think Joe Shane, you saying he's a slick talker. He's going to have to do a lot of slick talking because we're not going to be able to improve the way we want to in just the draft. So he's going to have to bring in some free agents, and they're going to have
for sure.
And they're going to have to be ready to play.
Now, I wanted to add this while we were talking, and I know you're about to be done, Casey, but I do want to throw this in there. Slayton and Wandell both gave Coach Dable a vote of confidence because they were aware. I mean, they understand the situation that they're in, and they agree that it's not all Coach Dable's fault. I wanted to say that while we were in our mist, and I failed to mention that. So
the last thing I want to say, and this is the conspiracy theorist in me, but don't be surprised if Daniel Jones comes back to the New York Giants.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Stevie, you love that one, buddy.
Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. I'm telling you now.
Okay, Casey, I want you to
gotta clip this.
I want you to go to my YouTube channel. Okay. We are 1 hour and 56 minutes in. And I want you to clip this. If that happens, I will send you I will send you a coin. I don't have them on.
Nice.
Do I have them on my desk? Yeah, nope. I don't have one on my desk. I will send you my personal coin if that were to happen, because you made that hot take, you made it count. So
that spicy take.
That is fire.
If that happens, give him every Super Bowl trophy behind you, because that would be absolutely crazy.
That'll be wild, bro.
No, them bitches staying here. Them bitches staying here. But just be happy with the coins. Just be happy with the damn coins.
I wouldn't even take them, Sneaky. I wouldn't even do that to you.
I would definitely believe that Casey is low key working with the Giants at that point. Like,
right? I'm like, hey, bro, tell Dable I said hey for me. That being said, let me hear one time, Casey.
Let's go Giants. Oh,
appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. Hold on, Ron Mills said. Oh wait, hold on. You said pick him out now. And then Mills says, if Daniel Jones comes back to the Giants, Sneaky, give him everything.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yo, you gotta send him a whole package. Like, yo,
that is a fact.
You gotta send him the banners.
I'll tell you what. Okay, Casey's still here. Casey, I got an autographed football from Pat Shermer. It's all yours if that were to happen.
Yo.
Plus the coin.
Oh man.
you gotta clip that.
That is wild.
TP, let me hear it one time. Thank you for coming on as always. What you got, man?
Look, I just want to leave with this. I'm on vacation right now. That's why y'all kind of see me out of the Giants office. I'm at home right now in Virginia, and I was at Williamsburg at a school, Lafayette High School. And for those who don't know, I think a lot of people know this guy, but he is from Williamsburg, Virginia. And I was talking to this guy, and we just met. He was an old school dude. He doesn't know who I was. We was talking, and he tells me that he was really good friends with this gentleman, and he goes by the name of Lawrence Taylor, that is where he's from, Williamsburg, Virginia. And he starts showing me pictures. Again, he doesn't know who I am. At least I don't think he does. And he starts showing me pictures, them smoking cigars, different events and things like that. And he asked me, he says, man, how long are you going to be in town? And I'm trying to play it cool, but in the inside of my body, I am like, my heart's beating, and I'm like I'm like, man, I want to stay here for an extra week if you could hook me up with an autograph. But that was kind of dope to that connection right there.
Right.
For
He
somebody
knew you were a
who
Giants
doesn't-
fan. He knew you were a Giants fan.
I told him at the end. I
Okay.
was just like, man, you don't know who you talking to, man. You talking to a true Giants fan. And I shown him pictures and all that stuff. But it just goes to say that was a little dope moment on just me being from Virginia and having that tie right there was pretty dope. So let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, brother. Hey, small world.
Small
It's a
world.
small world.
Small
I'll
world.
holler at you, man. Be good. Be
All
safe
right,
out
man.
there. Danny, what you got,
Yeah,
man?
man. Listen, like Jaden said earlier, I'm glad this nightmare is over. We can concentrate, on the draft to make this team better. I mean, we have to give Joe Shane and Brian Dable the benefit of the doubt, vote of confidence, because John Mara obviously did. Let's just hope they make the right decision in this upcoming draft, because I'm sure that we will end up with a great player, whether it be a quarterback or whether it be Travis Hunter. We're gonna end up
If
with
you
somebody
believe
good.
it will
Yes,
happen.
sir.
You
Yes,
gotta
sir.
believe it.
And man, just gonna enjoy these playoff games. I know they will be exciting. I wish we were in the playoffs, but that's a different story. um, but yeah, man. Oh, listen, I went to this spot this weekend. They had this Phil Sims meet and greet. Um, yeah, bro. But look at this. This is what happened. Um, I got there it started at 8 o'clock, bro. I got there a little late. I got there about 11 o'clock. Bro, I got there, the line was out the ass. I was like,
Well, yeah, I mean,
bro,
that's 3
yeah.
hours after the fact.
I was like bummed about that I couldn't. I had my football ready to sign and take a picture, and I was actually gonna FaceTime you.
Oh my God.
Bro, I had that all in my brain. I'm like, bro, well, as soon as I got to him, I was like,
You got to stop talking because I will be officially mad at you. Let's see. How's your mom doing? Your family doing good?
Everybody good. Everybody
Your
good.
sister and them, even though I don't know yet. You don't have any sisters or
No,
brothers.
I'm the only son. I'm the only
No, but
child.
let's just say you do have some sisters and brothers now. Let's
My
go ahead
invisible siblings are okay. They're all good. But yeah, after that, I couldn't meet Phil Sims, but I went to this other spot. I partied it up with Ahmad Bradshaw.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, he's cool as hell. He's down to earth. Took some shots with him, chopped it up. He was cool.
But
But I had a good weekend.
damn, I didn't. I must have had a missed FaceTime call on my phone. Anyway,
I should have done that.
We'll talk about that later. Don't worry.
Yeah, brother. Listen, bro. It was always fun to come in here and chop it up with you.
Yo, man, I appreciate you, man, for real.
Love you, brother. And listen, if I know your birthday's coming up, happy birthday.
Thank you.
If you don't have a show on Thursday, happy birthday. I know I'm gonna show you love, brother.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
And let's go Giants. Ow, have a good night, brother.
Hey man, thanks, brother. You too. Love you too, man. Be good. Be safe.
Brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, my birthday's Thursday. Just saying. And there's my Cash App and my Venmo. No, I'm kidding. Happy birthday is good enough for me. Or I still got a bunch of coins that I got to start selling those because this year for Thanksgiving I want to go all out. I want to go. Anyway, that being said, great show tonight. I want to thank everybody that came on, gave their 2 cents. You know what? I may not agree with a lot of what we talk about as Giant fans, but we got to have that open conversation. We got to have that stage or that platform to get across a message that we want to get across. Now, and I'm not saying anything that bad about TP behind his back, but do I agree with him that we flopped? No. But does he agree with me that we didn't, not flop, tank the season? No, he don't, and he doesn't have to. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Now, the fact that Danny missed a perfectly good opportunity for me to FaceTime with Phil Sims, that we need to get some tiki torches and pitchforks and storm his apartment complex. That's against the law somewhere. I'm sure. If it's not, then it needs to be made up into a law. But I digress. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Those I didn't know, Sunday morning I woke up with my main TikTok account being permanently banned. I'm sure that TikTok received my voicemail of me crying profusely, so they unbanned it, and I'm up and running again. Guys, I learned an important message with literally the 24 hours of me not having my account that I worked really hard for. Okay, we should not be tied to these social medias, and we should not be, how can I say this? We should not be held, our value is not in how many followers we have. Our value is the type of person we are. And I want you to keep that in mind. Because for, the first couple hours of me not having my account, and I'm proud of the fact that I have 34K plus followers. I'm honored that that many people want to hear what I have to say. I am honored, and I'm honored that my Instagram page is kind of going. I am honored that you guys are watching the show and want to be a part of the show. I can't tell you how happy that makes me feel. But it doesn't value who I am. It doesn't. If I had no subscribers, if I had no followers, I would still be talking to myself for 2 hours because I'm long-winded and I like, and I like the New York Football Giants. But I love the fact that you guys care what I'm assuming care what I have to say, but at least follow me at the most. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook and all the other social media. I can't thank you guys enough. And I just, I had to come into Jesus with myself because I realized, and I want to tell you guys this because I do get a lot of questions with people that have, not many followers as I do, or whatever the case may be. Oh, what's your secret? There's no secret. You just got to keep posting content. And I don't look at the numbers, but by me saying that out loud, there was a period of time where I was a little bummed out. I'm like, man, all that's going to waste. And then I had to kind of re-educate myself and be like, look, self, just because you possibly have to start over, that doesn't change who you are. I had to educate. And I mean, maybe I was just pumping myself up. Okay, maybe I was. And I'll tell you, there was a sigh of relief when I got the email saying that they made a mistake and I can log in again. There was a sigh of relief, but I think at that moment, prior to that, I made peace and I was willing to accept it however it went. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying and catching what I'm throwing. But what I want to say is this: don't look in the mirror and say someday I'm going to be somebody special, because deep down you already are. You're already successful. You made it through today, and I'll be honest, I'm proud of you. I know how hard it is. I do. I truly do. And the beauty of it is I get to see y'all Tuesday. No, Tuesday. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna have a show Thursday because it is my birthday. I'm turning 21 for the 35th time. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. I know I don't look it because black, it don't crack. But I love you guys, and I really do mean that. Thank you so much. I mean, 272 shows. Man, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God dang, this thing keeps going off. I don't know why. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. Don't do anything I would do twice. And until next time, let's go Giants. Ow.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.